I did purchase the vet.
Horsepower Hobby.
Welcome back to Horsepower Hobby. I am Jay, aka Torque, and in today's video, guys, my vegan breakfast? No, I'm gonna let you in on what we're going to be doing pretty soon, guys. We just gotta wait on some very, very good weather. It's currently on and off raining today. As you can see, the ground is pretty wet down through there. But we got some things that are going to be coming in the very near future. Just some maintenance, rather, some routine maintenance. But back to this sandwich. This kind of looks like one of those Jimmy Dean breakfast croissants or something like that. Anyway, it is a vegan sandwich that I kind of created. See, I sprinkled the vegan cheddar there. Man, can't go wrong with the vegan cheddar, yeah. But so we sprinkled that vegan cheddar on that sandwich, yeah. And it's got some, I guess it's kind of like ham, or yeah, we'll go with that. It's kind of like a ham on it. So I'm going to enjoy this here in a few moments. I promise it is rude to eat in front of you guys, and I wouldn't dare do that. But like I said, I can't wait to enjoy it. But on to what we actually started this vlog to tell you guys. Look at that, yeah. So what we have done is picked up the stuff to maintain the engines in the Cummins and in the Hellkeezy. So as you can see, we got the SRT oil, the 0W44 synthetic. That's the ultra platinum Pennzoil, yeah. So we're going to be going back with that. I don't know if that'll be safe there or not, but I just wanted to show you the filter. If I can get inside the box here, let's see. Yeah, we went back with the, if it wants to come out, it may not want to come out of there, yeah. Let's see if we can get it out of here. There we go. We went with the SRT filter, as you can see. Try to give it the top-notch stuff, yeah. We try to treat all the vehicles with mad love. Like I said, we went with the 1540 Rotella for the, and it says it is for, yes, pickups and semis. So this is actually the same oil that I run in my semi truck. So like I said, I do like this oil. It is perfect for the Cummins, and we'll be doing all that maintenance here in the very, very near future. We also need to get stuff to do the oil change in the Lamb Vet. As you can see, it's sitting over there just chilling, yeah. We need to show it some love too, to make sure that this LS1 keeps purring until we actually change out that LS1 and put the LS3 or something along that sort in it. We need to make sure it's still in good condition. And I believe once I change that LS engine out, I may sell it for, or maybe give it away. You never know. May give away that LS1. We'll see. But anyway, so back to the maintenance that we need to do. We actually have, and you may not be able to see it now. I only notice it at certain times, and no, you can't notice it. But underneath the 05 Cummins, periodically, the wheel seal here on the driver's side, it kind of leaks. And I can tell that it's leaking because, well, I haven't seen it do it in a while too, so I'm not sure. But what it would do is it would start to kind of smoke when you park it. You see smoke coming out of the brake area, and it would only do it on the one side. And it wasn't like a brake fire or anything, but to be honest, it did it more so when I first got it. We noticed it when it was up on the lift when we got the exhaust work and the fuel system and all done on this 05 Cummins. So the fuel system is right there. As you can see, the filter's hanging down. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there it is there. So when we were under there, we noticed the brakes just kind of, the brake area just a little bit damp. And so I talked to the mechanic then, and he said no big rush on it, but we do need to get that taken care of, especially if we're going to be hauling the beautiful Hellkeezy around, yeah. We need to get that taken care of. Oh yeah, and I can't forget about the Lamb Vet. We'll be hauling it as well. But because of that, if we're going to be doing that, yeah, we need to get these brakes or these wheel seals situated, because that's what lubricates the, that's what holds the lubrication for the axles, and we wouldn't want any differential failure there. So we do need to get that taken care of in the very, very near future. Also, guys, I have a signal bulb out here. Need to get that taken care of, because we don't want anybody mistaking us for going straight when we're trying to turn, because that could be bad. But so I also have some bulbs here. Not this one, but this one. This one is out. I think they said it's these two on the brakes. I actually have those bulbs in the truck, But when I went to change them the other day, I did not have the proper tools on me. Don't get me wrong, I do have those proper tools here at the home, but I didn't have them on me at the time that I purchased the bulbs to change them. So I do need to change those out ASAP. And once again, those bulbs. But I'm planning on getting possibly some new headlights in the like really soon. So kind of contemplating on, do I want to change the bulbs now? But then again, more than likely, those same bulbs will work in this new headlight setup. So might as well. So I'll go ahead and change them now. The tires and stuff are still they're still holding up. Just pretend you don't see that. Pretend you don't see any of that, yeah. So we're just gonna move on past that. Yeah, you didn't see it, I didn't see it either. Is it like that on this side? Once again, guys, just pretend you don't see any of that rubber debris. So this is a work truck, yeah. It's a work truck, yeah. Yeah, I did prove this a work truck. Look, yeah. It had a toolbox at once upon a time. Okay, so not since I've owned it, but it did have a toolbox. And it had, well, see, I got this wood sitting over in here. And this is, yeah. See, that's proof that we use it for work. This is not a race truck. Just because it's got horsepower hobby badges on it doesn't make, listen, just because it's 760 horsepower doesn't mean it's a race truck. This is a work truck, yeah. Look, it's even got tow mirrors on it. Work truck, right? Yeah. Work truck. It doesn't even have racing stripes or any of that stuff on it, yeah. I mean, look. Anybody see any racing stripes? What kind of gives it away that it's a racing truck? Just because it has that loud exhaust on it, yeah. Look. Just because that right there is on it, yeah, doesn't make it a race truck. This is a work truck. It's a work truck. So, because it's a work truck that we sometimes race. But anyway, because of that, look, it even says heavy duty on it. Heavy duty work truck, right? But just because it's a work truck that we sometimes race, I like to kind of keep it looking like a work truck. I mean, who would imagine pulling up beside this thing? Somebody told me I should put a ladder rack on it. What you guys think? Drop that down in the comment section below. Should I put a ladder rack on the racing work truck? But anyway, I like to kind of keep it looking like a work truck. That way it'd be like a sleeper. So we got to get all this stuff off of here. That way when we're on the streets and somebody want to play, feel bad for them, but they won't know it until it's too late when we but that's the thing though, y'all. See, this thing doesn't really hook up. That's the other side. So I got to remedy that issue. So first things first, get the wheel seals fixed so that we don't break any axles due to not being lubricated properly. And then we're going to see about getting some good tires on this thing somehow that'll hook up, because that's what's going to make the difference for us on the streets. When somebody pull up on this glorified work truck, and they're going to get to feel what horsepower hobby is all about. That's all I'm saying. So like I said, what we're going to have to do to this thing is maintain it. We're going to have to do some maintenance on it, change the oil, change the seal on this thing. We need to go ahead and get new fuel filters because it's about time for that. And we got the overhead done when we put in the new injectors, but I think I was supposed to drive it a certain amount of miles and bring it right back so that he can readjust the overhead to make sure that it seats properly. So it'll be going back into the shop that actually did all the work on the truck. I don't know if you can remember. They installed that. It did look much better when they originally installed it, and it will clean up nice. And by the way, that is a full exhaust minus the headers. And also they installed lots of goodies under the hood, including the air intake, the actual intake. They went and, of course, did something to this CP3. They kind of plugged it off that way to flow maximum all the time. And also we had a bunch of stuff, which is the reason why this is sagging. We had a bunch of greaser stuff under here. This truck used to be a greaser, yeah. It used to run off of the cooking oil. So yeah, you could go to McDonald's or Burger King or any kind of mom and pop type of restaurant and ask them for the cooking oil, and you could pour it into this thing and it will run off of it once upon a time. But because we're building power, we can't do that. Yeah, we can't be greasing up the injectors. Could you imagine that? Spend $2,000 on brand new injectors and then just grease them down with cooking oil? Ain't gonna happen. But so what I'm saying, y'all, is they got to come back and remove this valve cover, do an overhead adjustment on it to adjust all the valves to make sure everything's flowing properly. And may need to replace that thing because it's kind of got a little leak there. But once we do that, the plan is to next to build a little bit more power, y'all. We need to change out that right there. As you can see, that right there needs to go bye-bye. We're going to upgrade the turbo, and that should allow us to put out more power. Yeah, you guessed it, more power. So we're all about the power on this channel, yeah. And like I said, we went ahead and did this originally that way we can get maximum flow there. So a good addition is to go and get one of the, I believe it's going to be an AFE turbo. Yeah, I think it's an AFE. And so we'll go ahead and upgrade that turbo, and this thing should flow pretty good, yeah. But we all know it does no good to upgrade the turbo and upgrade all this other stuff without putting some kind of sticky tire on the back of it. I mean, it already spins enough as it is, spins a little too much. So yeah, we got to remedy that ASAP, yeah. We got to figure it out. But first things first, let's do the maintenance on this. We're going to go ahead and, like I said, change out all this stuff in a video to come. And once we do that, this thing will be ready to rock and roll, yeah. We'll be ready to start doing some upgrades on it pretty soon. And also, we got to get the body straight on it because it does need to look a little bit better. I mean, don't get me wrong. It is a work truck. What would you guys say? Leave it like this so it'll be a sleeper, or upgrade it so it'll be, I mean, a nice addition to, well, not necessarily a nice addition because it was here first, but so it'll be, I guess, a nice piece in the collection as well. You just let me know what you guys think. And this is all from the truck's kind of salting the road. We got a little bit of snow the other day, yeah. Wasn't nothing major at all. Nothing major at all. But they salted the roads. I mean, everybody was panicking. You should have seen it. Grocery stores were packed. It was crazy. But so, anyway, what do you guys think? Just drop that comment down in below. Should we leave it looking like just a work truck, yeah? Or should we go ahead and kind of spruce it up a little bit and get, just get it to look as nice as possible? Go ahead and put some rims on it. Stuff of that nature. I mean, we're not going to go nothing crazy on the rims because I like to race it. Just let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Race truck look or work truck look? Just type race truck or work truck, and that'll be enough said there. But yeah, that greaser system used to sit across the back of there, had some holes drilled in the bed so that when you fill up your greaser tank, and I guess they removed the toolbox because it used to be a toolbox there, and put the greaser thing in there. So when you fill up the greaser, it fuels it up to the front, it heats the grease up, running through the engine, and you didn't have to buy diesel. So you save a ton of money because you didn't have to buy diesel. But ain't no fun in it, yeah, because you can't race it on grease. So we had to get rid of that system. It comes with the territory, yeah. Drop a comment down below. Should I keep it race truck or work truck? That never gets old, yeah. I just wish it wouldn't throw all this soot all over the hell Keezy. We're gonna have to kind of rearrange them in the driveway a little bit so that it doesn't, not sure why it cut off though. Sometimes it does that like a safety check, and it's about to start back up, of course. But once again, I just wish it wouldn't do that to the hell keys. We're gonna kind of switch some things around pretty soon. That way it doesn't do this to the hell keys. It just trashes it, in my opinion. And it forces us to have to get washes more frequently. Don't get me wrong. There it is, hanging back up. But don't get me wrong, y'all, I do like to wash the hell keysy, but don't like to wash it unnecessarily. I do think you guys know where we are. Back at the fuel station. Can't skip it, y'all. As you can see, we paid for 60. Let's see if it'll take it off. Yeah, this pump is giving me trouble. There it is. Nope. Right in that position there. This pump is giving me a fit, yeah. I don't know what's going on here. It's only pumped $4 as you can see. Come on. Gotta do better than that. Try right there. Fingers crossed, y'all. I think we have some success now, though. Alright, y'all, I don't know what's going on with their pumps here, but we're gonna set it on a lower setting and see if that'll help. Let's try it right there. Maybe this will be good. It's gonna take it a little bit longer. As you can see, we only have like 12 bucks in it so far. Hopefully that'll do it. Yeah, those salt trucks really did a number. I'm gonna have to retouch up these. They're not supposed to look rusty. I just kind of threw that salt all over the vehicles the other day when we got a little bit of snow. Just kind of tried to ruin the truck, yeah. So really do need to fix this ASAP. I consider going with some kind of crazy wrap on this thing. You wanna know what's crazy? Yeah, I can get the truck wrap cheaper than I can get the Corvette wrap or the Lamvet wrap. That's insane, yeah. Oh yeah, we're rolling pretty good now. Hopefully it takes the whole 60. I really don't feel like going back inside that store, yeah. Stop at that number there, yeah. Getting close. See if we can squeeze it in there. Just don't want it to pour back out on us. Oh, you can see it, yeah, foaming up. Oh, just blowing a bunch of bubbles down in there, as you can see. Oh, about come out that time. But guess what, y'all? We have done it, and it didn't pour back out. I don't see any spillage there. That's water that was already there before. We're good, and as you can see, I don't know what makes it foam up like that, but it's nowhere near the top. We're good to go. I do not need to make a trip back in the store. But as I was saying a few moments ago, yeah, I can get this truck painted, or wrapped, sorry. I can get this truck wrapped for much cheaper than I can get the Corvette or the Lamvet wrap, which is kind of strange. I kind of got them quoted around the same time. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe if you pull up in a Corvette, they think you have a little bit more money than if you pull up with a work truck. Kind of backwards, isn't it? But anyway, because if you would imagine if you're in a work truck, you're making some money. I don't know. I need to get something done to this thing ASAP, because if not, I'm afraid that it's going to begin to start rusting on us. So wouldn't want that. But on second thought, driving around in a 760 horsepower rust bucket, that would be sleeper. Green means go, yeah. They'll catch up soon. Maybe not. It's always a pleasure to drive the 05 Cummins, yeah. It's just so fun. I mean, yesterday I was out driving it in the rain, just kicking it sideways, kicking it over here sideways. This thing is a drift machine. Okay, maybe just one more time. Okay, that time we did get a little bit of wheel spin, but I think we got more transmission slip than wheel spin. That transmission is unable to hold the power, y'all. So, forgot about that. We do need to put that on the list. That is something that we will need to get done. Eventually, we need to get the transmission built. And I think I found somebody, or I've heard of somebody that could actually do the work. I just got to see about getting in touch with this person and see what they charge. I did get a quote from one guy, but he was kind of up there as far as pricing. But like I said, I think I found somebody that can do it for a whole lot cheaper. So that's something we need to put on the list and see about getting it done. I mean, you can't put down this kind of horsepower repeatedly and not tear something up that's not designed to handle it. So this comes with the territory, y'all. Got a lot of money to be spent. Don't really want to spend it, but I like to have fun as well, and I want the cars to be reliable at the same point.